Well, folks, welcome to another great card of SLCW. We got a big one lined up for you here tonight. All three titles will be on the line. The big main event has Booger Shan going up against San Juan Strongman Wolf PR. I'm going to throw it down to Navistar Sky Tower to get the action going.
Welcome everybody to another night of SLCW Wrestling. Our first match is for the SLCW Women's Championship. Coming down the ramp now, the challenger from Zurich, Switzerland, Carmen Auer. Okay, and her opponent. She is the SLCW Women's Champion from Tokyo, Japan, Misaki Yamako.
Here we go, big match lined up here for the Women's Championship. It should be a real big one. Joined at ringside here with Navistar Sky Tower. How you doing, Navistar?
Hello, Ivan. It's definitely your pleasure to have me here next to you tonight. Looks like the old reptile couldn't make it, so I figured I'd help you out, and here I am.
Yeah, Spike Pap's sick with the flu this week, apparently. We do apologize for the audio difficulties. We got Selt Dan McMahon back there playing the music, and he's a little mixed up. And here we go.
I've been looking forward to this, Ivan. Carmen and Misaki are two of the toughest individuals, not just toughest of the women, of the men too, in all of SLCW. This is going to be good.
And you can just see the power behind these right hands. They're trading them one for one. Both competitors staying strong though, and they lock up in the middle of the ring, and then a big body slam by Misaki Yamako.
Misaki spent a lot of time in Japan with various organizations, Hustle, All Japan, and gave Awesome Kong quite a throttling. You know, she's quite powerful.
Very powerful, and yes, she's got that Japanese training. Of course, she was a Japanese national champion for many years before she made her way over to SLCW. And she came here for that world title, and that's exactly what she got, the most coveted title in all of wrestling. Well, it looks like Carmen Auer
is hungry.
She is. She's really taking the point. She's really taking it to Misaki Yamako here, and Misaki slow to get to her feet, and Carmen Auer egging her on, telling her to get back up for some more.
She's got to spend more time hitting her opponent and not talking to her. You know, I made that mistake last week, and it cost me what could have been a world championship. But you know, Carmen's got to concentrate on the match.
Well, that can be a fatal downfall when you start kind of showboating for the crowd and getting into that sort of stuff, especially against the when you're going up against the caliber of Misaki Yamako. You've got to be perfect pretty well to score a pinfall. And you can see Misaki again, slow getting to her feet. She's really feeling it, but she's back on the offensive. That's the one thing about Misaki Yamako that we've all noticed over the weeks. Just when you think she's down and out of it, she bounces right back. But now Carmen throwing a right hand. Misaki coming back with some chops here.
Sometimes when you're in there, you just throw the technical thing out the ring and just go on punches and kicks.
Well, sometimes that's right. The technical wrestling goes all out the window. You do what you do to win the match, and here's a pin attempt, a 1, a 2 count. It looked like Yamako was thinking about going up to the top ropes there, but she thought better of it. No, here she goes. And she goes for a big moonsault. Wow, she nailed it right on the money. That was a huge moonsault by Misaki Yamako, and here's the pin. This could be it. We got a 1, a 2, and just a 2 count. Well, yeah, I thought there may have been a little bit of a slow count there as well. Sparky Keenan a little slow on the draw, and some of the crowd's really getting on him for that.
Looked a little low. That kick looked a little low, Ivan.
Now a lock up.
Pretty even test of strength between these two powerhouses.
There's not much between them in terms of strength. Both very powerful, and no one can seem to really get the advantage here. But Carmen picks her up and delivers a big body slam. And this is the kind of offense that Carmen's really going to need if she wants to win this title. And now she's thinking about going up for a high-flying move.
Yeah, these high-risk maneuvers, sometimes they backfire on you.
Well, but this one didn't. A big elbow lands perfectly. And she really should be going for a pin here after a big move like that. And here's the pin attempt, a little slow. Sparky's counting her. 1, a 2. And oh, kick out by Misaki. Classic mistake there. She waited too long to go for that pin attempt. And Carmen getting on the referee, Sparky Keenan, but it's certainly not his fault on that one. She could have probably had a 4 or 5 count if she got down there early enough. And here's Carmen going back to work. She's looking very impressive here tonight on SLCW Showdown.
Carmen's been in some special training just for this match. Everything she's been doing has been pointing to this.
This is a chance of a lifetime. There are thousands others that will never get a chance to wrestle for the championship. Of course, we know Misaki Yamako has unbelievable stamina, so as this match goes on, it's going to shift to her favor a little bit more and more with each moment.
Gets Carmen tired to where she can't do anything anymore, and Misaki puts her away.
But Carmen musters up the strength for a big drop kick. You never know in SLCW, though. With this caliber of competition, anything can happen. And Misaki back to her feet. And an Irish whip into the corner by Carmen. And it looks like Misaki hit that turnbuckle pretty hard.
Now Bruno Sammartino broke his neck. You got to be careful getting in that corner. You're trapped.
You want to get out of that corner as quick as possible. You never want to end up there. And it looks like, oh my goodness, Carmen going to work in there. We could have a new champion on the horizon here. And Misaki down on the canvas again. Carmen just pounding her into the ground.
Sparky's giving these two a lot of leeway. You know, at a championship match, sometimes you have to do that.
And it looks like we had a pin attempt, a 2. I mean, the experience of Misaki Yamako may give her the advantage in this one.
Carmen's not through with her yet. She's definitely not through with her yet.
No, she's definitely not through, that's for sure.
Totally caught Misaki off guard. That drop kick totally, she's going for the pin.
And there's a 1, a 2, and I think she, no, just kicked out in the nick of time.
As close as you can come.
That was within a hair, no question about it. We nearly had a new women's champion. And a big slam by Carmen Orr. And
the trunks, Carmen.
Oh, this could be it. She's going up to the top rope. If she nails this, this could be lights out. We could have a new champion here.
Here it comes.
And oh, she went up flying, but it looks like she missed. And Masaki's going to take advantage of that. She slides her into that backbreaker submission. That was a big mistake by Carmen Ur. And I don't know how long she can hold on. She's got her in the middle of the ring. This is her finisher. This is going to be it, I think, folks. Carmen hanging in there. And that's it. It looks like Carmen Ur has submitted. Sparky's calling for the bell. It looks like we got a successful title defense here. Masaki Amako. Wow, what a turn of events. Carmen Ur was carrying the action, but in the end, it's Masaki Amako retaining that SLCW Women's Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our tag team title match. Scheduled for one fall. It's for the SLCW Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, coming down the ramp, the team of Steven Ansar and Mad Mike Straff. And their opponent. They are the SLCW Tag Team Champions, Paula Wilcox, Catherine Blackadder, Devastation.
Devastation Inc. They're ready to defend their titles against Steven and Mad Mike. A couple hardcore brawlers making their way out of the UK. Should be very interesting. Matches up well with Paula Wilcox's style, as you know, Navistar. And this is definitely going to be the stiffest title defense for Devastation Inc. They've had a few title defenses so far, but by far this is going to be the most difficult. Well, Sparky Keenan gave him a good look over, and he's now delivering the final instructions, and it looks like we're ready to get this one rolling.
We'll have Stevie Wonder check him out.
Well, Sparky Keenan, SLCW senior referee. He has all the credentials that you would want. He's one of the top referees in any sport in Second Life. But recently he's coming over a little bit of criticism. Well, we'll see how he does this match. He's going to have his hands full with these four in the ring. Of course, Catherine Blackadder's been known to bend the rules a little bit herself.
Tell you, there ain't an honest bone in any of the bodies in that ring right now, Ivan.
Well, I can't disagree with you there, that's for sure. And we got Catherine Blackadder going to town on Steven. Welcome to the SLCW, Steven. This is the type of caliber that you're going to be seeing night after night. And now both competitors lock up in the middle of the ring. Once again, those championship titles are on the line. One fall, 30-minute time limit.
A good headlock there.
And we got Steven with a big headlock. You can just see the veins bulging. He's applying the pressure. But Catherine Blackadder's going to have none of that.
Good German suplex, it looked like, from here.
It's certainly one of the many moves in her repertoire. And Blackadder's not easing up at all. She's picking up Steven Ansar for a little bit more. Of course, Catherine Blackadder making her ways to us from the hills of Ethiopia. Just one of the many nationalities here at SLCW. Very multicultural.
You know, if I was the manager of Paul and Catherine, I would tell them to keep Steven as close to my side of the ring as possible. You know, he's the least experienced of the two, and you want to keep that person in the ring the longest.
Well, that's definitely true. He looks like he wants to get out of there as he's heading over to the corner. And Mad Mike's not in a rush to get in here. And who can blame him? But here he comes. The tag's legal. Sparky says bring it on. And we'll see what comes of it here.
Even test of strength between the two of them.
Yeah, it looks like it was a pretty even test of strength. Catherine, deceivingly powerful. Has great technical ability, but she's also powerful. But there's a big shoulder block by Mad Mike Straff. Well, folks, I just want to remind you, tune in every Wednesday, noon Second Life time for SLCW Warzone, hosted by none other than Navistar Mugabe. Or Navistar Sky Tower, sorry, Navistar.
This close, Mr. Halfpoint.
And folks, what a match we got going on here. And it looks like the Pitbull's going to be making her way into the ring here. Paula Wilcox, and this should really get things going.
Bets are off. Here we go. Katie, bar the door.
They don't call her the Pitbull for nothing, that's for sure. And she wastes no time in giving it to Mad Mike. One half of Devastation Inc. Heavyweight Champions of the World, Paula Wilcox. And you kind of see Steven in the corner there breathing a little sigh of relief. And look at that, a beautiful drop kick by Paula Wilcox. She's a great combination of both skill and strength.
I like Paula. She's very old school. She gets in there, she beats you up, and she leaves. That's the type of wrestler I like.
Well, that's the way she operates. She sent a few people to the hospital here. She's causing her insurance rates to go right through the roof. But her and Catherine Blackadder are really a couple fan favorites here. But Mad Mike's doing his best here to put an end to that. Well, Sparky Keenan, he's doing pretty good today. He hasn't been injured so far. He's got a few rough knocks over the last few weeks.
Mike in control right now, though.
Mad Mike looking good in here. Of course, he was initially teamed up with Roop Hewitt of Hardcore Twist, and they went their separate ways. Looks like Mad Mike's picked up a new partner here, the Steven Ansar. He's a newcomer to SLCW.
Rookie mistake. Paul is in his corner and Steven's not hitting her or choking her or doing something. He's just letting her stand there.
And it looks like she's going to go up to the top ropes. And away she goes, flying through the air, and she nails Mad Mike Straff. And yeah, like we said, Steven Ansar, he's a newcomer to SLCW. It looks like he still has a little bit to learn. And
Mike looks hurt.
Some of the crowd suggestion that she may have landed a little bit low on Mad Mike there, but Sparky Keenan says it was a legal maneuver. Well, whatever it was, Mad Mike's really feeling the effects here. Look at that.
Oh, no.
A big drop kick off Steven. Well, hello. Welcome to SLCW. And he goes flying.
Doesn't take anything from anyone.
And he goes flying down to that cement floor, and he thinks he's in Wonderland here. He doesn't know where he's at. And Wilcox whips Mad Mike into that turnbuckle. And wow, his back snapped. And
The
she's
shattered
got
some
Mad Mike in the
vertebrae.
corner. Very possibly could have. And here she goes, delivering some knees to the solar plexus here. And you can hear those knees with the big impact. And I don't know, I think she might be busted open down there. That is solid steel. And he drops her head first into the steel turnbuckle.
Do some real serious damage, career-ending damage, Ivan.
And she looks like she's out cold. She's not even twitching. She's in a different planet right now. And somehow she manages to try to stumble back to her feet. That's unbelievable.
Mad Mike and Steven's best chance to win the match, and they've got to take it now.
Wow, they really got Devastation Inc. on the ropes, and Sparky Keenan, I don't even think he sees the turnbuckle gone. Both competitors very much hurt. Over along, that turnbuckle's still exposed. And look at this, Paula Wilcox, big pile driver. Could this be it? Can she get to her feet?
I think Mike is out. I think Mike is out.
Wait a minute, I think she's picking him up for some more punishment. Wow. I thought she would have went for a pin there, but look at this, what's she doing? Another pile driver. And folks, this has to be it. Oh my goodness, Mike looks like he's out cold here. And here's a pin attempt. And there it is, the 3 count. No question at all about that one. Devastation Inc. dominant and another title defense. Wow, what a match there. Devastation Inc. holds on to those titles in convincing fashion. Well, what a card we got going so far here on SLCW Showdown. The main event coming up, Booger Shan against Wolf PR Magna.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event. This match is scheduled for one fall, the finish. It is for the SLCW World Heavyweight Championship. Coming down the ramp now, the challenger. From San Juan, Puerto Rico, the one and only Wolf PR. And his opponent, he is the SLCW World Heavyweight Champion and one of the most incredible athletes on the planet. He is from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He is your SLCW Heavyweight Champion of the World, Booger Shan.
World Championship match here, one fall, 60-minute time limit. And there's Sparky Keenan holding up that title. That's what it's all about. The most prestigious title in Second Life. That's what everybody's coming for. Men's Heavyweight Championship of the world. Meanwhile, here we got Booger Shan and the strong man from San Juan, Puerto Rico, Wolf PR Magna. And he's been on a roll here as of late. We got a big crowd here to take this one in. Sparky Keenan giving the final instructions here.
Discount the fact that Wolf PR has on the outside of the ring the lovely Cinder Silverspar, who is not above inserting herself into the match.
World title match right here live on Metaverse TV. Booger Shan going up against Wolf PR. And it should be a dandy. Both men squaring off in the middle of the ring. Title changes hands. Title changes hands.
Like Wolf PR looks like he's headed for some consultation, some behind the ring or something.
Well, we've seen Wolf do this in the past. It's like a little game of cat and mouse. Just when things get going, he takes off and hides somewheres, and it's been a successful tactic in the past. He could be under the ring. He might be out there mixing with the fans. It's hard to say what happens to him in these situations. And now Wolf's ready to go to work. He's had his little break.
Is a big part of this sport.
They say wrestling's 50% psychology and 50% physical. Different people have different opinions on that, but I think that's pretty accurate. There we have Booger Shan. He's sizing up Wolf, and a big drop kick there.
I caught Wolf off guard there. I don't think he really expected that. For saying something to Wolf PR, she's saying something, and Wolf PR just into the crowd. He goes into the crowd, and Booger Shan didn't see it. He doesn't know where Wolf is.
And there he goes again. Wolf is a classic tactic, heads into the crowd. And Booger Shan, he's a little frustrated. And now he's over John with some of the fans.
Be careful, there's some people out there who'd like a shot at Booger Shan that happen to be watching the match.
You have to urge all our fans, stay clear of the wrestlers. These guys are big men. We don't want anybody to get hurt here. We don't want anyone to be injured, that's for sure.
Shan going into the crowd looking for Wolf PR.
Booger Shan into the crowd. He's wading his way through the massive amount of bodies here. And where is Wolf? I don't see him out there. He blended right in. And it looks like Sparky Keenan looks like he's going to start that count. He's not putting up with this antics anymore.
Got to be some reason for these type of tactics.
And wow, here comes the count. A 1, a 2. This is certainly a very, very strange match. And Wolf is out in the crowd. He better get his way back to the ring or he's going to get counted out here.
The old USWA territory with Jerry Lawler. They did stuff like this all the time.
Well, yeah, it's old school wrestling here. And look at this. Wolf's on the offensive here. He's going for the pin.
This is it. I told you.
1, a 2, and 3. There it is. We got a new world champion.
What?
We've got a new champion, folks. Unbelievable. In one of the most unorthodox matches we've ever seen here.
I told you. I went off his game plan and nailed him. That was brilliant. It was brilliant.
And history's been made here at the SLCW Arena. We've got a new world champion. Well, folks, this concludes another amazing card of SLCW. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. We'd like to thank the fine folks at Metaverse TV. If you want to check out all the action, go to www.metaverse-tv.com. On behalf of Navistar Sky Tower, this is Ivan.
Hey, don't forget my show there, Half Pint.
Oh, that's right. Folks, head on down to the arena every Wednesday at noon. SLCW Warzone.